Welcome to JHart Modelworks. The Nova is underway and I thought I'd take a bit to discuss some things on the bench and show some new additions to the stash. Welcome to my workbench. Let's get started. Hey guys, Justin here from JHart Modelworks, coming to you from the 3D printing room with a bit of a bench update. It's a little echoey in here, it's because it's all hard surfaces. I'm sorry, but the main area where I normally video at is right next to the living room, and the family's playing video games, so it's really loud in there. So I thought I'd come back in here and we just do a bench update. The Nova is progressing. She's looking really good. I'm very happy with the color, but there is a lot of sanding and polishing in her future. So I have about 10 to 12 hours of video just getting her to this point. And I think I'm going to do it as 2 videos instead of 1. Normally I do a real quick bit on the prep and then we get into paint, and that's usually my first video is, you know, the quick prep, the paint, and the clear. However, with that C1 trans kit added in, there's a lot more work into the actual prep side of it, because I've got to actually, you know, put the trans kit on and mark things off and cut the body. There's a lot of body cutting in here. So I figure I will do a video on just the prep and the body work, and then have that as video 1, and then move to paint in video 2, which should result in a couple of shorter videos, because if I try to do all that together, it's going to turn into about an hour-long video. So that's where my mindset is. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to start editing probably sometime this week or this weekend, and maybe set the model aside for a bit. Maybe start working on the sanding and polishing while I'm doing the editing. But another thing off the bench is I have my first commercially available 3D print file. I modeled a set of bullet style mirrors because I couldn't find any anywhere, and since I couldn't find any, I just had to make my own, and I figured somebody else might be interested in them, so I threw them on Cults 3D. There'll be a link down, and if you have a 3D printer, you can buy my bullet mirrors and print out your own mirrors. So there's 2 different types of mirror. I'm gonna go ahead and put some images over here. The first is the standard like bullet mirror that has the sharp triangular cone where the actual mirror portion is that you tilt and angle. The second is a Mustang style bullet mirror where that mirrored portion is more of a flat curved, almost like a ball with a flat surface on it. So $3 gets you both sets of files. They're mirrored right side to left side. Another thing is on the bottom of the stems, there's already a 0.5 millimeter hole in them. So if you're using a 0.5 millimeter metal rod or pin, you don't have to drill it. If you're using anything larger, you've already got a hole started for you, so that you don't have to, you know, worry about moving, bouncing around with your drill bit. It's already started. You can just drill straight there. I probably wouldn't go more than maybe 0.6 or 0.7 millimeters, to be honest with you. But those are available. I'll put a link down there. It's not, you know, fully printed 3D versions of the mirrors. This is just the file that if you have your own 3D printer, you can use to print out the mirrors. I'm not going to make a fortune. They're like $3 each. It's like 3 something, but I have to give Colts their cut. So, but I'm kind of excited. I mean, that's like the first 3D model that I've actually released into the wild. So that's kind of cool. Moving on, we're going to go ahead and get to the stash ads video. And I've got, like I said, I've got about 5 that I'm pretty sure you guys haven't seen yet. And I think they're pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and go through them. So Shawn from the Scale Model Car Guy channel. Y'all should all know Shawn. If you don't know Shawn, there will be a link to Shawn in the description below. But you should know him because I just finished up a buddy build with him on the 240Zs. Great guy, brother from another mother. Absolutely love that man. He's working on his shop truck group build, and he was working on it before we even started the buddy build. So he set it aside while he was doing the buddy build. He reached out to me and he was like, "Hey Justin, can you print me off some decals? You know, I would like to have some Volkswagen decals." And we talked about kind of what he wanted. So I got some, what I thought were some pretty cool decals. He seems to like them. I, printed them out, prepped them up, got them ready for him, and sent them over. And he hit me up and he was like, "Hey, take your pick from one of these models and I'll ship it to you." I was like, "You don't really have to do that." He's like, "Justin, pick a model." So I'm like, okay, I'm picking a model. So he had a bunch of really good choices. And part of me wishes I got that BMW. But I'm pretty happy with what I got as well. He's got a really cool Tester's BMW in his stash that's pretty freaking cool. But I went ahead and I got the Alfa Romeo Gtv. It's kind of a cool, fun, quirky little Italian car. I thought it looked pretty cool. So he sent that out to me. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it greatly. Something else that I have had for a while, and by for a while I mean right before I went to my first car show, I went ahead and I had bought the Audi R8 from Revell, which I think it's a pretty cool car. I also picked up the C1 Models trans kit for this. It's not actually for this car though. This one is made for the convertible, which I don't have. Thought about getting it too, but I don't know. I may pick one up again in the future. Now I have test fit all the parts that are in here. It's basically a front splitter, a rear diffuser, a rear spoiler, and 2 side skirts. And everything fits the hardtop with the exception of the rear diffuser, which kind of makes me sad because it's a really freaking cool diffuser. But that's okay. We can live without the rear diffuser. The front splitter is fantastic, and it's not really something that my modeling skills are quite there for 3D printing wise. So definitely. This looks like an awesome kit. Just looking through what's in here, the resin is super clean. It's going to be easier to do even than the trans kit for the Nova, as pretty much the only cuts that I need to make are a straight line on the 2 sides. So that's pretty cool. I'm kind of excited on doing that. I want to build all of these at once. Like, I just want to build everything in my stash, which is a little frustrating because I don't even have time to build the one that I'm working on. Another fun kit that I got. This is an oldies but goodies, and this is one that I built when I was a kid. It's not a great kit. It's really not. There is one company out there that released, I guess technically there's 2. I can't remember who actually released this, but Testers did a reboxing on it. And it's not a Fujimi, and it's not an Italeri. So I don't know exactly who they got the molds from for the reboxing, but Testers reboxed it. And that is the Lamborghini Silhouette. Ever since I built this the first time as a kid, I've always thought the Silhouette was a gorgeous car. It was an absolutely cool... I mean, it's just a cool freaking car. It's very aggressive. It's very menacing. But this is a curbside only kit. So, and there's not a lot by way of suspension either. I mean, it's literally a body shell, a tub, an interior, and 4 wheels with a couple of parts for the suspension. This is going to be like this would be possible to do a 1-week build. I would almost say I could do a 28-hour or a 48-hour group build with a kit like this. But really, no. It'll take me more time than that for the 2K to dry. So, but it's pretty cool. And like I said, it's a subject that I want to do again. It's a subject I've wanted to do since I've gotten back into modeling. I found one hit the market for a really cheap price on Evil Bay, and I just snapped that puppy up. Another awesome kit, really freaking cool kit that I managed to get a hold of. This kit was released once by one company. It has not been reboxed. It has not been repopped ever since it was out. And I think this was released originally in either 1961 or 1966. It's been very hard to get a hold of, but I found a Japanese site called Buyee. And what they do is you have to set up an account with Buyee, and then Buyee gives you links to places like Yahoo Auctions Japan, and Yahoo Shopping Japan, and Mercari, and a lot of these places that will not ship to the United States. So you go through their link, you find what you want, you bid on it, and if you win, then you basically, technically you pay for shipping twice, but the shipping from wherever you buy it from to Buyee's warehouse is usually like $3 or $4 US. I mean, it's usually not that much. But then Buyee will ship it from their warehouse to you in the United States or Europe or wherever you may be that maybe Japan doesn't sell to directly or won't ship to directly. I know like Yahoo Auctions Japan won't even let you, I think, make an account if you're in the US. So pretty much you're like buying off of Buyee's. Because you have to make your own account for Yahoo Auctions. So it's kind of weird, but it's kind of complicated, and it does take a while to get stuff in. I think it took me like 2 or 3. It took me about 3 weeks, I think, to get it in after it was bought. But I was able to find this, and when I could find it on eBay, it was easily over $100 every time I saw it, and I snatched it up from Yahoo Japan for about $40. So then add another 20 or so for shipping to get it shipped back to me here in the States. I know it was under 60. And that is the Ferrari 250 SWB Berlinetta. You guys know I love my old Ferraris, and I'm not talking like the Magnum PI 308s, although I gotta say I love the 308. I like the 328 more, but I love the 308 too. I really love the really old, the like 250. The California Spider is my favorite car. It is the most beautiful car in my opinion. I love the old Testarossas. I love the Nart, the 350, the Nart Spider. Just these old classic, like almost antique Ferraris are just absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. And I have also gone ahead and picked up a set of Kas Wire Wheels. So these have actual turn metal rings for the beauty discs. Or actually not the beauty discs. These have turn metal rings for the actual wheel. And then there's several layers of photo etch that you have to stack up over like a center spindle. And the spindle spaces them out. So they look like amazing wire wheels when you are done with them. These were not cheap, but I broke down and I grabbed them. Now, I did buy these for the Revell. They did not have the Italeri available. I think I bought them from B&A Model World in Australia when I bought them. However, and Revell did not release the 250 SWB. Revell had mentioned doing a 250 SWB, and there was, I don't know if it was supposed to be a brand new tool, or if they were going to rebox Italer's, or if they were going to rebox the other one. There's another 250 SWB, and that's from AMT, and I think the original molds may have been from Eschi. And from what I understand, it was not a great kit. There were some serious problems with it. So I've always been after the Italeri version of this kit because it's the better quality kit. But I don't know, Revell never actually released it. ScaleMate said that they did, but they gave a date, but it never came out. But looking at many of the parts, actually looking at almost everything but the body, a lot of it is, I mean, it's the exact same sprues that came in the California Spider kit. And I know for a fact that the California Spider kit was a rebox of the Italeri kit for the California Spider. So I'm hoping that those wheels will work on the Italeri, as it looks like it's the same. It really should be the exact same parts, but we'll see. The final stash ad, and I'm super excited about this one too. I was on the phone with Chris from ISM Scale Models. If you don't know Chris, there will of course be a link down in the bottom for Chris. Love Chris to death. Chris and I talk almost daily. I mean, we talk all the time. So Chris had mentioned to me that he got this kit months ago, and I hadn't said anything to him. But I've been wanting it for a while, and I've been wanting it with this in mind when I started looking for it. I finally found one at a really decent price. Because it's like everywhere I found it in the US, I wanted like 80 something bucks for it, but I found it online. It did come out of China, but it is the official kit, and it's in good condition. So I managed to get a hold of the Ming 1/24th scale Ford GT40. I've heard there's some fit issues at the end. We're going to see, but I got this kit with the plan of another buddy build, one with Chris from ISM Scale Models. I'm hoping to get it done sometime this year. We still have about half the year left. If so, then I will manage to have had a buddy build with my two best modeling buddies on YouTube in the same year, and for me, that will be freaking awesome. Chris is currently doing a buddy build. He's doing a Foos Trek that looks absolutely gorgeous. He's painted it several times. It's absolutely beautiful. I've seen tons of pictures. Super excited for him to put up a video. Not sure when he's going to, but I'm excited. And so he's working on that right now. I've got the Nova going on, and then I may do a build or something after, and then do the buddy build with Chris. But I'm super excited to do another buddy build. I have a lot of fun on the buddy builds, especially because when I do a buddy build, it's for me. It's not for YouTube. I mean, it's not that I don't, love YouTube. YouTube is kind of taxing when the videoing, editing and video, and trying to build while you've got a camera like right here, and you're trying to work around the camera, and sometimes it's a little much, So, buddy builds I typically don't do as video builds. I do as weekly update builds where I just show you my weekly progress and talk about what I did. I did do video on the 240Z build, and I didn't edit the video for a build. I'm going to edit it sometime in the future later and release like maybe I want to take a month off or something. I'll just edit up the videos into a specific build series. But videoing kind of takes it out of you sometimes. It kind of kills the mojo. So what I do for Chris's buddy build, it's going to be an update-only series as well. It's not going to be a full build series because I want it to be fun. I want it to be about the buddy experience. So that's going to wrap it up for the stash ads. There are a few more kits that I'm looking for that I'd really like to add, but I haven't gotten hold of yet. I would like a Countach of some version. I think I want the Fujimi 25th anniversary Countach with all the cool slats and grills and stuff. I don't know if there's an enthusiast series version of that or not. I know Mike from Mike's Miniature Motors could probably tell me if there is. Mike, comments down below. Let me know. Also, I don't know if that kit, if there's not an enthusiast kit, I don't know if that kit comes with an engine or not, or if it's just a curbside. If anybody knows about that kit, let me know, because I'm really kind of curious, and I'm kind of looking at it. Another Lamborghini that I'm looking to add is the Aventador Sv from Austria. I really like that kit. Let's see. Additionally, I would like to pick up the Di Tommaso Pantera from Fujimi, but I think I want the Testors boxing. Testors did one that's got like these big, wide rear wheel arches and this huge wing and just the 80s extravagance. Like everything that was the 80s is spelled out in that car. I know that the Pantera from Testors is like all the Panteras are curbside only kits. So there's that. There's a few old Ferraris I'm looking for. I think there's like a 350 Nart, or there's some sort of a Nart Spider that I would really like to add from Italeri. Italeri makes the best when it comes to the really old Ferraris. Italeri makes the better kits, to be honest with you. They're not amazing, but for the kits from that time period, they're pretty darn good, to be honest. So yeah, I wouldn't mind picking up the Nart Spider. And oh yeah, I know the Tamiya did a 300 SL Goldwing. A4 Garage is working on that right now. That man is a master modeler who just does amazing work, like detail work that blows me away, just mind-boggling work. He's up there in my pantheon of the modeling gods. He's up there with, Nandimo Seisaku, and just amazing builder. But I would like to pick that kit up, and I also would like to pick up, again from Italeri, Italeri did a Mercedes 300 SL Spider. So I would like to have both of those. I'd like to do those side by side, kind of like the Ferrari 250 SWB. I'll probably put that somewhere right next to. I'll move things around so that I can put that right next to the California Spider on my shelf. Having those two side by side just needs to happen. So yeah, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this video. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I appreciate everyone who watches my videos, my subscribers, those who don't subscribe. I appreciate everyone. Leave comments down below. Any kind of feedback at all. Give me a like, share the video, leave a dislike. If you dislike the video, if you do leave a dislike, please let me know why you dislike it. Just tell me what you think I could improve. Just let me know. I'm good with feedback. Again, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Also, feel free to leave comments, feedback, critique, or anything else in the comment section below. I enjoy interacting with all my viewers in the comment section and try to reply to all the comments I receive. If you want to catch future videos, please consider subscribing to my channel and make sure you click the bell notification icon so you can be notified when I upload new videos. As always, thank you for watching, keep modeling, and have a great day.